Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. Downtown, it's 70 degrees at WCLU. Waking up with a pleasant start to the day. In fact, we got some rain that I just say we replenished some of the moisture that we've been missing as far as the rainfall goes. About 0.8 of an inch of rain is what we have in the rain gauge. Let's look at the forecast now. Jeff Eno is working at the Weather Channel this morning.
We've already seen some of those showers and storms blow through on this Monday, and we are going to be going through the day with chances for the scattered storms for the afternoon. These storms could pack a bit of a punch with some gusty winds, small hail, and also some heavy rain. Now, we will be topping out right around the low to mid-80s tonight. Straight to scattered showers and storms late, overnight low 70. Look for those showers and thunderstorms Tuesday with a high 90. Thunderstorms ahead for our Wednesday. I'm Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. Pressure's at 30.06 this morning. The winds are out of the east at 7 miles an hour, 96% humidity. I'm sorry, it's 99% that I wrote down from the hygrometer, and 0.8 of an inch of rain in the past 24 hours, most all of that coming just after midnight. The WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen shows the big area of showers that came through here this morning, just about to exit the state over on the Kentucky-Virginia border. But there's been some other shower activity in the western part of the state. In fact, flash flood watches and flash flood warnings in the area down around McCracken County, down Paducah on the Ohio River, with some heavier shower activity that has happened there and is actually still happening. So we're going to keep you posted on that as we prepare for the day. Just take the rain gear with you. 70 degrees, round one on local news. News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. To wrap up the indictments from this session of the Barron County Grand Jury, 48-year-old Kimberly Shepard, 30-year-old Brittany Bennett, both of Edmonton, were included on a single indictment. Each will face one count of theft by unlawful taking. 18-year-old Casey Lee Hatcher of Glasgow was indicted for 6 counts, assault third, 2 counts, assault fourth, 1 count, resisting arrest, menacing, and disorderly conduct. Included on a single indictment were 47-year-old Christine Yop, 46-year-old Richard Yop, 27-year-old Dominique Carey, all of Louisville. Each will face no license, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, and trafficking in a controlled substance. 23-year-old Shaquille Cleon Jordan of Munfordville was indicted on 3 counts, drug paraphernalia, possession of synthetic drugs, and possession of a controlled substance. Also included on a single indictment were Billy Dwayne Butler, age 40, of Park City, and 26-year-old Brett Owen Brown of Edmonton. Each were indicted for manufacturing meth and drug paraphernalia. Remember, an indictment's an accusation only. All individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. And here's Executive Vice President for the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Ernie Myers.
Okay, guys, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on this Monday, June the 25th, with the Chamber of Commerce. At 11 o'clock this morning, we have a ribbon cutting set for a new pharmacy in town. That's Town and Country Pharmacy, located at 742 East Main Street. That's East Main Shopping Center, right next door to Alchin's. Johnny Paul Nixon and his crew will be there to welcome us. 11 o'clock is the ribbon cutting, new pharmacy in town. Come out and congratulate them for their new business here in Glasgow. Then, 5 o'clock this afternoon, another ribbon cutting will take place for the annual Barron County Fair. The Barron County Fair is held at the Temple Hill Fairgrounds. Obviously, that's just outside of Temple Hill, so on Highway 63. Come on out, enjoy the festivities, and let's cut the ribbon and congratulate the Temple Hill Lions Club for their hard work in putting on the Barron County Fair. They've done it for quite a few years now, and we appreciate their hard work in continuing that tradition. So that's what's going on with the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce. We're working together, building a better community.
And I want to say a big congratulations to Barron County High School junior Grace Buchanan, who recently returned home from the Kentucky Farm Bureau's Institute for Future Agricultural Leaders. Buchanan, along with 45 other high school students from around the state, attended the 5-day Summer Leadership Conference held June 10th through the 14th at Murray. An identical IFAL conference was also held June 17th through the 21st at University of Kentucky for an additional 46 students. IFAL is designed to expose high school students to college life while helping them explore the different fields of study for careers in agriculture. During the week, attendees gained a better understanding of the nature and needs of the ag industry, saw how basic and applied science is utilized in agriculture, and learned of the political process used to develop ag policy. Right now it's 6:12 a.m. on this Monday morning and even 70 degrees.
Have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good.
In more local news, Amy Bingham brings us this week's View from the Hill.
Oh, I love you, Lodge! Oh, I love you, Lodge!
It's time for Messy Games at CCK.
It is basically one big outdoor food fight.
Wheelchairs don't slow these kids down.
Our kids will all come out, and every single child will paint, their faces in war paint. You walk out onto that courtyard at your own risk because it does get messy.
You like this new outfit?
Even WKU football players come to join in the fun.
But when they come and they start playing with the kids, they start seeing themselves become a kid again, and they're right there in the midst of it.
WKU President Tim Caboni recently kicked off his Big Red Caravan by touring the entire facility. He heard firsthand about the presence WKU has had at the Center for Courageous Kids since it opened.
To have a college of that magnitude and right next door to CCK, to have that support, to have the kids come and learn who we are, it really is wonderful.
Reporting for WCLU, I'm Amy Bingham.
The Glasgow City Council will meet tonight at 7 o'clock in regular session in the City Council chambers in downtown Glasgow. Included on tonight's agenda is a recognition of Captain Jennifer Arbogast, who graduated from the FBI National Academy. April Russell, the city's grant writer, is expected to give a project update on the GRW Tamp Grant Phase 1 at Gorin Park. They're also expected to approve the ordinance that will adopt the annual budget for the City of Glasgow for the fiscal year 18 through 19, which will establish all revenues and resources, as well as appropriating the funds for the operation of city government. They're also expected to approve zoning changes, as well as several appointments and reappointments to local boards and commission. You can catch the live stream of tonight's Glasgow City Council meeting beginning at 7 o'clock online at WCLUradio.com. You can also catch that on WCLU Radio's Facebook page, as well as watch WCLU.com. 6:15 a.m. and even 70 degrees.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
During that time, if the cards are returned as undeliverable, another will be sent as required by law. If a voter does not respond to the second mailing, a waiting period of 2 federal elections begins to see if the voter casts a ballot or updates their information. If they don't, they could be removed. I'm Tom Latek.
No one knows what online sales taxes could be worth to Kentucky, but lawmakers in Frankfort are ready to start collecting them. State Senator Dorsey Ridley said that the internet has taken money from the state's small business owners. Ridley is one of many lawmakers who say the decision from the Supreme Court to allow states to collect online sales tax levels the playing field. A GAO reports that Kentucky stands to collect between $93 and $140 million a year from online shoppers. I'm Jerry Bloom.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Daddy, are we almost there? Sweetie, Daddy's trying to concentrate on the road. We'll be at Grandma's soon.
Dad, I really have to go to the bathroom. Can you pull over?
Well, we'd get there a lot sooner if the semi would just get over. Hang on, everybody. Protect yourself and your drivers by learning how to share the road with big trucks. The Ticketing Aggressive Cars and Trucks campaign is being enforced statewide, so pay attention. Don't be distracted. Brought to you by the Kentucky State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Branch.
It's the summer travel season. To raise awareness of traffic laws and to encourage safe driving habits, state and local law enforcement are out in force during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal is not to write tickets, but to save lives. Don't speed, don't drive impaired or distracted, and always wear your seatbelt. Obey the laws, or you will be cited. No exceptions, no excuses. Paid with federal funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Local news time for WCLU is 6:20. We have a temperature reading of 70 degrees. It's a pretty steamy 70 out there, I got to tell you, as we have humidity at 99% of saturation. And we're looking at the chance of some more shower activity over on the Ohio rivers, where we're seeing the next round of shower activity making its way into the region. We'll check in with, let's see, who is it? Jeff Eno working today at the Weather Channel for us, and we'll check in with him in just a couple of moments. In area funeral announcements this hour, Ruth Imogene Romines, age 83, of Edmonton, died Saturday at her home. She was a daughter of the late Robert Beasel and Rinya Ruth Gibson Clemens, a homemaker and of the Methodist faith. She is survived by 5 children: Sharon Whitlow of Edmonton, Ricky Romines of Scottsville, Becky Morrison of Edmonton, Jody Rusher of Shepherdsville, and Amy Logson of Edmonton. 3 brothers: Clyde Clemens of Greenwood, Indiana, Bob and Philip Clemens, both of Edmonton. 11 grandchildren: Bruce, Roger, and John Romines, Matt and Barry Allen Whitlow, Kim Bernier, Corey Morrison, Allie Bragg, Hannah Morrison, Lauren Morgan, and Leah Hammer. 14 great-grandchildren and 2 great-great-grandchildren also survive. She is also survived by her caregiver, Linda Logston. Funeral services for Ruth Imogene Romines will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton. Burials to be in the Metcalfe County Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 today and after 9 tomorrow at Butler Funeral Home. Donna Reed Norton, age 64, of Glasgow, died Friday at Hospice House of Southern Kentucky in Bowling Green. She is survived by her daughter, Kelly Norton of Atlanta, Georgia, along with several cousins. Arrangements for Donna Reed Norton are incomplete at this hour, but will be under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Expressions of sympathy can be made to the Hospice of Southern Kentucky or to Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Thomas Orton, age 84, of Bonneville, died Friday at his residence. Survivors include his wife of 62 years, Janet Ortinis, 2 sons, John Orton of Glendale and Wayne Orton of Bonneville, a daughter, Pamela Devers of Bonneville, and 6 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren. Graveside services for Thomas Orton will be at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning at the Concord Cemetery. Military honors provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. Seago Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. Funeral services for Jesse Ray Shirley, age 95, of Fountain Run, will be at 11 o'clock this morning at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Union No. 1 Cemetery. Visitation begins this morning at 8 o'clock. Funeral services for Donald Clint Lyle, age 50, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Harwood and Strode Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Allen County Memorial Gardens in Scottsville. Funeral services for Sarah Frances Rice, age 80, of Smiths Grove, will be this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Hardy & Son Funeral Home's Bowling Green Chapel. Burial will follow in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Visitation is in progress. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online, WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Okay, Mom. The gutters are clean and I fixed the doorknob. Anything else?
Yes, you can help me figure out what to do with my money in the CD at the bank. It's about to mature and I don't know what to do with it.
Well, here's what I'd do. I'd use the money and buy an annuity from Woodman. As far as rates go, it's competitive with a CD, sometimes even better, and the earnings on your money will grow tax-deferred until you withdraw it.
And that's good, right?
Oh, that's very good, because you defer income taxes so you have more money for compounding. And unlike a mutual fund, a fixed annuity guarantees you'll never lose your principal, no matter how long you live.
So how'd you get so smart?
I'm sure it came from my mother.
Hi, I'm Jeff Sneed, your local Woodman of the World representative. Find out more about Woodman's full line of annuity products by calling me at 270-646-0354.
Insurance protection, financial security. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society of Omaha, Nebraska. Woodman, with you through life.
Hi, this is William Gray with the pharmacist of Medical Arts Pharmacy. At Medical Arts, we realize that our diabetic patients are special people with particular needs, and we try as hard as we can every day to help them meet those needs. One of the things that we've learned from our diabetics is that they can control the condition best when they take their medicine right on time every day, day after day. This requires getting their medication filled regularly, and so to help them do this, we're offering to MedSync all of our diabetics medications. This service, which is entirely free, finds the best time each month to fill these crucial medications. Then it fills them and lets us call our diabetics to tell them they are ready to pick up at their convenience. This saves time, and more importantly, it keeps our diabetics from running out of their crucial medications. So if you're a diabetic and your pharmacy doesn't offer this life-saving service, why not switch to us at Medical Arts and see what a difference syncing your medication makes? After all, you're special, and Medical Arts knows it. Medical Arts Pharmacy, Professional Park in Glasgow. know, all the pharmacy that diabetics ever need.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by McDonald's.
Saving money on feeding your family at McDonald's has never been so easy. Getting everything in 30 seconds will be. Here's what we have. For $1, you can get a sausage burrito, McChicken sandwich, cheeseburger, or any size soft drink. For $2, you can get a sausage McGriddle, 2-piece buttermilk crispy tenders, bacon McDouble, or a small McCafe. And for $3, a sausage egg McMuffin, classic chicken sandwich, triple cheeseburger, and a Happy Meal. Just $3 at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Excludes hot and iced coffee. So many great options, so little money. That's the $1, $2, and $3 menu at McDonald's.
We've already seen some of those showers and storms blow through on this Monday, and we are going to be going through the day with chances for the scattered storms for the afternoon. These storms could pack a bit of a punch with some gusty winds, small hail, and also some heavy rain. Now, we will be topping out right around the low to mid-80s tonight. Straight to scattered showers and storms late, overnight low 70. Look for those showers and thunderstorms Tuesday with a high 90. Thunderstorms ahead for our Wednesday. I'm Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU. Your home for local.
Well, the weather headline this morning is we got 0.8 of an inch of rain overnight. Thunderstorms rumbled and bumbled through here a little bit. I did note that the Weather Service did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for our area right after the storm started. There's also a flash flood warning going on right now as we speak. As we look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen down around Paducah on the Ohio River. And the McCracken County area has been quite a bit of rain there, and it's just sort of bouncing in and out of the area around the river valley there. So we'll watch that. The shower activity that came through early this morning is just about to exit the state over there on the Kentucky-Virginia line. We've had 0.8 of an inch of rain in the past 24 hours. All that came early this morning. 70 degrees at WCLU. This weather update brought to you by the folks who will be honored to fix your breakfast for you at your neighborhood McDonald's.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
We dropped to about 70 for a half an hour or so, but kind of steam it up a little bit more today. We're going to also steam it up here, looking at some birthdays. We've got a lot of nice folks here we've already heard about today, so why don't we just jump in and do that. Birthdays today brought to you by the folks who do enjoy company. It's kind of fun. Ralphie's Fun Center.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right, Ralphie's Fun Center presents the birthdays. First of all, I owe a few gongs here this morning. Round number one, I got to tell you on this 25th day of June that Danny Pettigo is turning 50 today. Happy 50th, Danny. We also want to sound the 80 gong, the big 80, for Marjorie Davidson. Happy birthday to Judy High, Elaine Wade, Betty Faye Coomer, Spencer Steenbergen. It's Elizabeth Bell Taylor. It's Rita Beth Emmett. Rita Beth is 3 today. We have Carolyn Shirley on the birthday list, too. And we have Angela and Sean Hayden on the anniversary side of things. That's good news. Round number one here today, 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online is WCLUradio.com. I want to make sure I got everybody else in here today. Wait a minute. That is today, isn't it? Bentley Bray. Whoops, I got a whole other list over here. Bentley Bray is 8 today. Happy 8th birthday to Bentley Bray. And then I have the 9th birthday for Callie Joe Hurt. So that makes us complete. And we're tickled to have everybody on there. So let us know. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, WCLUradio.com.
Summer's officially here and the temperatures are up, but so...
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
It's 100 years worth of history, and it's the archives where we explore the past and look back on a few things that have made a difference around here. Today is no different. As we hang on here, WCLU, hang on please, I'll get to you just in a second. As we, let's see, what are we doing today? We are talking about the archives, brought to you by the good folks at Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. You know, the folks at Joseph A. Wade are wonderful folks. They just certainly do a lot of things for folks, and they certainly make it a very special project of theirs to take care of your projects. So we'll come right back and check out the archives after we hear this from Joseph A. Wade.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Right Tool distributor.
Here's a nice call we got. Raymond Slaughter's wife called up to wish Raymond a happy birthday. That's a nice thought indeed to have your wife call in and wish a happy birthday to you. All right, what do we think about the archives here?
I have no idea yet. You've not read them.
Well, we're getting into the, this is the last, well, it's not really the last full week, but I've run out of stuff in a couple of decades because I just get too excited about it.
It is the last full week.
But here we go. Well, that's right. 1918, 100 years ago, here's an advertisement for you.
Okay.
This was a bold, 100 years ago, this was quite the advertisement, I think. This was in the Glasgow Times for Spirella service free.
What's Spirella service?
I will be in Glasgow for 10 days, and I will be glad to fit you in a Spirella made-to-order corset.
Oh, wow.
The address is General Delivery, and you can write to Mrs. Burr McEwen.
That's going to be a big heck no.
Well, I mean, you want a custom-made corset.
Why would I ever want a custom-made corset?
Well, because, maybe store-bought corsets don't work for you.
Tell you right now, there is no need. Women out there are probably struggling, sweating, getting mad, putting Spanx on. Honey, let it go.
Well, it's Spirella.
Honey, let it go.
Spirella's got strings on it. That we
I
can
don't
adjust
care. Look here. And see, that's even worse.
You can have it made.
No.
To fit.
Yeah, no.
By Mrs. Burr McEwen.
That's the whole idea of a corset, is that it doesn't fit. You got like you're trying to start a weed eater or something. Put your foot on it, pull up real fast.
That was quite the service, I tell you. Coming to town for 10 days to make you one.
Well, she ain't going to leave if it was up to me.
1928. Let's move to a different line of work. This was in the Republican, where Mr. Benton Foster this day is noted as having installed a shear grinder in the OK Barber Shop, which he is a proprietor.
Okay. You want an okay haircut? Go see.
That's right. The installation was made necessary by the increased volume of business. In other words, his shears were getting too dull, but in between times he had to grind them.
A lot of people had some okay haircut.
That's right. So for years, for years, the work of grinding shears for barbers has been done in the city, and it required several days for the shears and the clippers to be sent to the city and then returned.
See, I'm telling you right now, if I was his competition, my barbershop would have been better than just okay.
It would be A1.
I'm saying.
Now it only requires 2 minutes to work with the new appliance.
So you just get a 2-minute okay haircut?
No, it's a 2 minutes to sharpen up the shears.
Oh, okay.
What he's saying is we used to have to send our shears off to the city, which is, back in the day, we couldn't get it done here. We had to send it off to some big town.
Okay.
To sharpen the shears. But now, in town, Mr. Benton Foster can sharpen those shears down at the barber shop. Maybe some sheep herders might be interested in that service too.
For real.
All right, here we go. In 1938, this is a painful story to read.
Oh yeah, that's what I love is paint on a Monday morning.
While attempting to shoot a groundhog at his farm near Fountain Run, Mr. Sanford Downing shot himself in the left foot.
It's not funny.
And was brought to Sampson Community Hospital for treatment. He is the brother-in-law of Mrs. Dorothy and Eula Lane of Glasgow.
They're just putting the whole family out there.
Which is an interesting way to identify him.
No joke.
Hey, so who's this guy that shot himself in the foot shooting a groundhog? Well, it's the brother-in-law of Dorothy and Eula. Oh, okay.
That's not really fair to them.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Don't ask us to explain about our crazy brother-in-law.
I wonder, how he shot himself in the foot.
Well, he missed.
Did the groundhog, did it rush him or something?
Well.
It's up underneath his feet?
I don't know.
Or did he drop the gun?
I'm thinking the gun probably lowered, a little lower than expectation.
Just a little bit.
All right, 1948, just some birth news here. This day in 1948 from Summershade, Kentucky, Mr. and Mrs. Charles Eisenberg are the proud parents of a 7.5-pound son, Joe Neal, born June the 21st. Equally proud of the grandparents, Mr. and Ms. Lannis Eisenberg and Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Crumpton. So some sunshine and summer's shade.
There you go.
The birth of Joe Neal Eisenberg, 1948. All right, 1958, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Buck Jones will graduate tomorrow from the U.S. Air Force Command and Staff School at Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama. He has more than 5,000 flying hours to his credit since being commissioned in 1943. He is the son of the late Mr. and Mrs. Curtis Jones, and with his wife resides in Montgomery, Alabama.
Can't beat that.
1958, and he served with honor before retiring and coming back here to serve with honor as a member of civic clubs and small business owner and all that. But he was knocking them down, getting the graduation at the U.S. Air Force Command and Staff School in 1958. 1968 says here that I'm done.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I got ahead of myself, but sometimes it's really exciting. I can't slow down. 1978. We've got the Barron County Fair starting today. And we have James Bailey is going to join us today to preview the fair. Actually, the fair starts tomorrow. We're just going to start talking about it today. And we've got the...
thought they cut the ribbon today.
Well, they do cut the ribbon today, yes. But as far as James's full report, we won't have it until probably Wednesday morning.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this was the day in 1978 that Little Miss Barron County was named. In 1978, Little Miss Barron County is 6-year-old Tara Branham.
Wow.
What a nice honor that would have to be for any young 6-year-old to be Miss Barron County, Little Miss Barron County.
Right. I'm sitting here now looking at this fair book.
Yeah?
It's a very, very nice book. Got all kinds of things going on. If you want to know anything about the fair,
yeah,
get one of these.
Yeah, they do a really good job putting that together. You know, they start working on it like
the day after the fair.
way early, so that it has a lot of good, complete information in there. And this year's is no different. And we'll be talking all about it. We've got some more news of servicemen here from 1988. We've got area servicemen included Donald L. Hampton, Shannon F. Jones, Kevin L. Beatty, and Bradley Buford. Some servicemen doing a good job in 1988, and I'm just glad that we recognize them as well for their hard work and service. 1998, one of those weekend fires.
Okay.
1998, a fire Saturday night at Fountain Run Florist destroyed the building and threatened nearby buildings. You know, any small town doesn't want to get a fire started and wipe out the whole town.
Well, I mean, I'd say that wouldn't make their list of things they wanted.
No, that's right, but certainly this fire threatened nearby buildings, so I'm glad that the fire department folks could come out there and put that one out.
That's why we need to always thank our firefighters.
Yes, every single.
For real.
Right, every single.
I'm telling you, they're on call all the time.
And I'm hoping that in addition to having a wrap-up of the welding today, I hope we have a wrap-up of the guns and hoses today.
I'm trying. They've been kind of secretive about that.
Yeah,
but
you know. But, you know, it's we'll get it.
I'm a meddle and find out.
This day in 2008, 10 years ago, it was the grand opening, believe it or not, 10 years for Extreme Health Club at 105 Myrtle Street in Glasgow. What a positive addition to our community that has been, Extreme Health Club. And just kind of started from scratch and built to the way it was so that the people who frequented it wanted. And here today it is certainly hustling and bustling. Extreme Health Club. A nice way to wrap up the archives today.
For sure.
Where is our little archive thing? Thanks to folks like Ray Green and Gail Berry and others who put together the information. We just, as we say, enjoy the harvest. And we thank the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center for helping those folks around here who don't know much about our history learn a whole lot more because it's fascinating.
There you go.
And thanks to our sponsor, Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services.
Who will be the future face?
Work that stands the test of time. 71 degrees.
I'm with Chad Lock.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fun. Listen to WCLU Radio for your chance to win tickets to Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon in Bowling Green, or you can double your fun with 2 parks in one. This summer, Beach Bend is offering amusement park rides, water park, daily shows, and more. Just listen for the sound of the Kentucky Rumbler and call us here at WCLU and tell us how you want to double your fun at Beach Bend and win 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon. Giveaway runs June the 23rd through the 30th. One winner per household. Tickets must be picked up by July 14th of 2018.
Pretty exciting times here. Folks are all pumped up about winning Beach Bend tickets. Keep that radio real close because you never know when I'm going to have the chance to give away some tickets, and we'll be giving them away all throughout the day here on WCLU.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
South Central Bank is a locally owned bank that cares about you and our community, too.
My name's Roger Mercer. My wife and I, Terry, own Southern Kentucky Collision here in Glasgow. It's a collision repair center. We've been dealing with South Central Bank for probably 23, 24 years. They've always been good to us. They're a hometown bank. South Central Bank has been a really big part of our business as far as the growth. They've been there for us when we needed to borrow money to grow, and we appreciate that very much from South Central Bank.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Member FDIC.
We've already seen some of those showers and storms blow through on this Monday, and we are going to be going through the day with chances for the scattered storms for the afternoon. These storms could pack a bit of a punch with some gusty winds, small hail, and also some heavy rain. Now, we will be topping out right around the low to mid-80s. Tonight, straight of scattered showers and storms late, overnight low 70. Look for those showers and thunderstorms Tuesday with a high 90. Thunderstorms ahead for our Wednesday. I'm Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Got a pretty good little soak in there in the overnight hours. About 0.8 of an inch of rain is what we managed to rustle up here, and there's some more out there in the far western part of the state. Actually, a flash flood warning on the Ohio River down close to Paducah, McCracken County there. Looking at the radar screen, we're seeing all of that hit and miss shower activity kind of riding along the river, but some of those have been pretty intense in the early morning hours, and that's why they got the flash flood warning out for that part of the river. Of course, it's a low elevation over there, and that's probably one of the first areas to flood. We got 0.8 of an inch of rain in the bucket early this morning. East winds at 7 miles an hour, 99% humidity, 30.06 is the pressure, and 71 degrees from WCLU this morning. Weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
Out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
.109 Ensminger Drive, behind Dairy Queen.
I can't wait to give away a pair of tickets to Beach Bend Park because it's fun. And we're going to take the seventh caller right now at Lucky 7, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Yes, Beach Bend is in your future if you're the seventh caller.
It was one of those moments. I was a proud dad standing behind my son as he just switched off on his first bicycle pedal, pulled out my cell phone, and what did I do? Dropped it. Yep, there it was. And I knew it was cracked the second I picked it up. I didn't worry because I knew where to take it, and that's Gadget Patchers, located at 199 Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow. Gadget Patchers is a cell phone and computer repair store where I take all of my gadgets when they're in need of repair, whether that's cell phone screen, the charging port, or maybe it won't even come on at all now. And I have no doubt that Seth and all his talented staff at Gadget Patchers have the answers waiting for you. They can replace the entire screen, pretty much service a cell phone in any way imaginable. Time for an upgrade anyway? They've got newly refurbished phones and at great prices. Call Seth Arterburn down at Gadget Patchers at 270-228-0000 or stop in and get your repair quote on your device or bring it in and have them take a look at it, and you can shop around for a fully refurbished computer or laptop right in the store, as well as tablets and other phone accessories that you're going to need once you get that repair complete. Be sure to mention WCLU and get 10% off all accessories. Don't miss another one of life's events because of your broken device. See Gadget Patchers today.
All right, Retha Burge. Retha was the seventh caller. Hey, Retha, I was just asking you to go on the air with me, and we're on the air right now, Retha, okay?
Okay.
And you've won a pair of tickets to go to Beach Bend, and you said, well, here's what I can tell you about it. You tell me what you just told me.
All I can tell you is it's lots of fun and a great place to be, and I love being there.
It's one of those places you could stay all day and then some, couldn't you?
Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. It's a great place to be for the summer.
And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, isn't it?
Sure is.
Just right over there, Retha. Now, one of the things that I want to remind our listeners of is that we got to be sure and pick these tickets up this week, because I think last year we had somebody didn't pick some up, and somebody who might have used them didn't get them, and somebody who got them didn't come and pick them up and use them. So I want to make sure and make that point. And I don't think, Retha, we're not going to have to beg you to go, are we?
No, definitely not.
Well, you come by here, and we will enjoy hearing back from you and your trip to Beach Bend Park. And keep listening to the radio. We got a bunch of these. You never know when we're going to be able to jump in there and make your summer. Thank you, Retha, for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Retha Burge, headed to Beach Bend Park. How fascinating is that?
If you're thinking about remodeling your home.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Church of Christ.
Hey, coming up on Saturday, the Cave City Celebration is going to be held. A special program honoring the veterans at the Cave City Cemetery is going to be at 11 o'clock this Saturday morning. Parade in downtown Cave City at 4:30 p.m. and a downtown concert featuring the Green River Boys at 5:30. That's all on Saturday afternoon as Cave City celebrates Independence Day. Also today we are celebrating Bobby Key Day on the radio by special request. Now Bobby had a birthday back on Friday and we needed to slip his honoree good as gold, pat him on the back for today. So if you happen to see Bobby Key around town today, you pat him on the back, let him know he's good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas, we've got more winning right around the corner as we play Monday morning trivia, so hang on.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mite, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
All right, let's see here. We're getting ready to play trivia, and we've got always something fun to win on trivia, like the Fish and More dinner. That's right. And, of course, they've got the real meal deal that's going on. For $5, you get the meal and dessert and a drink.
Welcome to Long John Silver's, home of our new $5 Real Deal box. Dive into our wild-caught 100% Alaskan whitefish, natural-cut fries, hush puppies, dessert, and a drink.
Long John Silver's is putting burgers on notice with our hand-battered and fried to perfection Alaskan whitefish sandwich, fries, Cinepuffs, and a drink for just $5.
It's our $5 Real Deal box. Because at Long John Silver's, you deserve more.
The $5 Real Meal Deal is the real deal. Long John's, Glasgow, and Cave City. What about that $5 Real Meal Deal? That is something that saves you a lot of money, and you get a whole lot for very little. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. We're going to let somebody prove how smart they are today. We're going to go and look at a bit of history. There was a novel written in 1859 that was set during the French Revolution. Is believed to be the best-selling novel of all time, with over 200 million copies sold. Name that novel. 1859 novel set in the French Revolution, 200 million copies sold, believed to be the best-selling novel of all time. Name that novel. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Doesn't hurt to go to the library and learn about some of the great books. Trivia. No, that wouldn't be it. Trivia. No, it's not that one either. I think it's on the tip of their tongue, and then they can't scrape it off of the tip. Trivia.
Little Women.
No, it wasn't Little Women. Trivia.
Tale of Two Cities.
That's exactly right. And who's this speaking?
This
is Robert Pelham.
Hello, Robert. How you doing?
I'm doing good this morning.
Now, you're a well-read man, aren't you?
Well, I like Beetle Bailey and Dagwood every morning.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you can sort of parallel your life with theirs, can't you?
You betcha.
Now, that is true. It's A Tale of Two Cities. And do you perhaps know who wrote A Tale of Two Cities?
I sure don't remember that.
Well, it's Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens, a well-known writer. And he wrote the book A Tale of Two Cities in 1859. And can you believe 200 million copies of that sold?
Well, that's a bunch of copies, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. 200 million copies. But let's give him some slack. It's been since 1859 he's been trying to sell it. So that's an advantage there, All right, Robert, I hope that you have a good day, and maybe you can get out and read a couple of chapters of A Tale of Two Cities again.
Thank you.
Just for old time's sake. And we'll send you out to Long John's A&W, okay?
That sounds good.
Have a good day, sir.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Robert Pelham, that's right. A Tale of Two Cities. Believed to be the best-selling novel of all time. Written in 1859, 200 million copies later. It's still quite a good book. So maybe we'll come up with something tomorrow that will jog your memory. Thanks to Long John's A&W for providing the prize and letting us all enjoy hanging out there at Long John's. It could be you tomorrow. Stand by for the news you depend on. The 8 o'clock, not the 8 o'clock. Boy, I'm really wishing time away, aren't I? It is the 7 o'clock morning edition coming your way straight ahead.
The 2018 Barron County Fair starts Monday, June 25th. It's an action-packed fair that features lots for the whole family. The cost of admission retains at a low $10 per person, and there's free unlimited carnival rides with each paid admission. Get ready for a truck and tractor pull, laser tag, lots of beauty pageants for all ages, and an ATV rodeo, and new this year, UCW Ultra Championship Wrestling. Get ready to come every day to the Barron County Fair and see it all at the Temple Hill Fairgrounds just south of Temple Hill on Highway 63.
CBS News Update. President Trump on the real answer for fixing the immigration issue.
We need people that can help us. We want a merit-based immigration system. We need safety at the border. We need the wall. The wall's going to happen. It's going to happen.
The president with Mike Huckabee on his Trinity Broadcasting show as officials scramble to try to reunite about 2,000 children still separated from family members who crossed the border illegally. CBS's Steve Futterman at a detention center in South Texas.
Here in McAllen, Texas, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren went to visit detainees.
They're all on concrete floors in cages.
Some celebrities are getting involved as well. Actress Evan Rachel Wood came here to take part in a one-day fast.
Just the thought of families being ripped apart and people not knowing where their children are, that seems incredibly unfair.
The government says over 500 immigrant children are back with their families. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah. It's 7:04 at WCLU and 71 degrees. One of the most looked forward to parts of our programming each and every year is when we get on here and talk about the Barron County Fair with the one and only James Bailey. Now, James is, I don't know what your title is. You're the chairman of the fair or chairman of the Public Relations Committee or whatever?
I'm just PR man.
PR man. Well, and you're mighty good at it too, James, I got to tell you.
Well, thank you.
Now, are you on your cell phone?
I sure am.
And are you on the speakerphone part of it?
Yes.
Well, can you flick that to where you hold it up to your ear?
I sure can.
All right.
All right, you got me?
Man, I got you. See there, I was just we were missing a few words that you had to say, and every word you have to say is important, James. So we don't want that to cut out. All right?
No, we don't want that to happen. No.
Well, let me tell you, it's exciting. The fair is here, and it's an exciting time for the Barron County Fair. The Temple Hill Lions Club has. I tell you what, I've never known a bunch of folks who work each and every year to make it better than the year before, and I know this year's not going to be any different. Right, James?
Yeah, that's right. We've got a bunch of dedicated people, and William Meitzer is our fire manager, and he just does a terrific job.
He really does.
Everybody works with him. Yes, he's very dedicated. Yes, and we're looking forward to it. It starts tonight at 5 o'clock. We have our ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we've got a good carnival. Same carnival we've been having. It's Miller Spectacular.
Yeah.
And it's going to be $10 admission, and this includes all the rides.
I was shocked to realize that it stays at $10. With everything else going up, y'all have kept that thing to $10, James. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. We did have to go up on Friday night with the KTPA that's coming up this Friday night. We had to go up 15 on that night because it costs so much to put it on.
Yeah, that's not much. It's worth it, too.
But that's right. But tomorrow night is family night, and you bring in a non-perishable food item, you get in for $8.
Hey, that's that special deal.
Yeah. And but tonight's going to be a big old tractor pull by a Kentucky Outlaw, and it starts 7 o'clock. It should be a really good pull, and we're going to start off with a big pull tonight, and that'd be the big thing, and plus the carnival, and also we have a drawing on a Saturday night, and we'll be selling raffle tickets for $1 for a rifle, a Thompson Center Compass 6.5 Creedmoor bolt action rifle, scope, and hard carrying case, and also they'll be going for a package for Serenity Salon and Spa, 60-minute massage and 50-minute facial.
You need to win that, James. You need to win that.
Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah. Oh yeah. And so it's to be good, and we've got a big lineup for the week, and hopefully I'll be back on each morning through. I believe we go through Friday, don't we?
I believe we do.
Radio.
Yes, sir, we do. And then we usually wrap it up on the following Monday. And I got to tell y'all, James is a trooper because he does these early morning broadcasts during the fair. But the little kid in James, he stays out there at the fair as late as anybody. So sometimes we get him on the air on short amounts of sleep.
Oh yeah. We stay there. We work hard. It's kind of a family trait, that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We can take credit for that, can't we, James?
That's right. Us being cousins, we got to take up each other.
We're the hard-working cousins, aren't we?
That's right.
So we're going to cut this ribbon, and then there's going to be, the split second the ribbon is cut, then there's stuff to do. That's what I think is going to be enjoyable about today.
That is right. Hopefully it won't rain too much today. If it's any way possible, we'll have that full.
Yeah, that would be really nice to get out there and get that started off with a positive thing. So, we want everybody to wake up each morning this week thinking, what's going on at the fair tonight so I can plan my day? And if you don't have the fair, but y'all did a really great job on the fair book, but if you don't have that fair book, then, tune in, and James and I will be talking about it, maybe some extra stuff there as well.
We'll let everybody know what's going on, and there'll be a lot going on this week.
Yes, sir. Well, James, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for calling in and letting us share.
Thank you.
And we look forward to to getting together with you each and every morning here, and see you tonight at the ribbon cutting.
We'll see you then.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
James Bailey, PR man at the Barron County Fair, and certainly he sends out warm greetings and an appreciation for all the hard work that his fellow Lions Club folks do, and making sure we have another fabulous Barron County Fair.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Unfruitville, W253BN Glasgow, services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
are exciting things happening at Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson, and yes, the moving and unpacking are complete. Everything is set up, and we are ready to start taking care of you and your family at our new location, 1214B North Race Street. We are so excited for you to come see our new facility on the corner of North Race and Professional Park, directly across from TJ Sampson Hospital. We have bigger exam rooms, more parking, and even some new faces. Samantha and I want to introduce you to our new office staff, Kim Fogel, who will be the voice you hear on the phone when you call and who will assist you with scheduling appointments and requesting refills. Even though our location has changed, what has not changed is our commitment to personal, individualized care for our patients. Our motto is hometown healing, and that is one thing that will never change or be compromised. Our phone number is still the same, 270-629-6722, and our door is always open for new patients. Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. We are looking forward to seeing you at our new location, 1214B North Race Street in Glasgow. Call today to set up your appointment.
I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. As recent history tells us, disasters can happen. It's impossible to prepare for everything, but it is possible to prepare for what happens next. And that's where we come in. At ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, we can provide you with many options as an independent agency. And it's our job to make sure you know about all the what-ifs so that your policy has you prepared for what happens next. So just ask us. We'd be honored that you did. Just give us a call at 651-8837. We're ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, growing with a proud community since 1902.
It's spring sale time at Bailey Gibson, and Dad's got the prices you're looking for. New incentives are being offered on many GMCs and Buicks on the lot. We hope you're looking for a new car or truck, because we're looking for good trade-ins. Bring your used car or truck to Bailey Gibson, and we'll offer you a better deal than you can get anywhere around. Stop by and check out our spring savings event now underway at Bailey Gibson in Glasgow. Lola, what do you say?
We're having a springtime sale at Bailey Gibson. Give my dandy a call on his flip phone for a great deal.
Good morning and welcome to WCLU, our top story segment, where we're going to talk about some very important things going on in the community. And today we have a special guest for our top story. I want to welcome Mr. James Cheeley. Now, James is the local coordinator for Special Olympics, and James has been involved in Special Olympics for 16 years, doing a wonderful job. And I know we've got some things that we want to talk about, James. Thank you for your willingness to come down here and talk to us about Special Olympics, which we have talked before, but we've got a young man who's going to be doing something that's never been done by a young man from this community before, coming up at the end of this week. Tell me, James, who this is and what's going to be happening.
Well, our athlete that we're highlighting this week is Daniel Williams. Daniel has been participating in Special Olympics for about 9 years here, involved in a lot of things, but he is the first athlete from Barron County to be nominated and selected to participate in the United States Special Olympics Games, going to be held in Seattle, Washington. Opening ceremonies are on Sunday, July the 1st, and then Daniel will compete in bowling, singles on Monday the 2nd, doubles and mixed doubles on Tuesday the 3rd. He gets a day off on July the 4th, you know, everybody needs a little holiday there, and then he comes back on Thursday the 5th and competes in team bowling.
That's very impressive. And of course, we know Daniel. His mother Julianne worked here for a while.
Yes, sir.
And Daniel, he's 27 now. I can't believe that, because he was a much younger individual then, but certainly a guy full of energy, and I know that he's going to represent our community well at the Special Olympics in Seattle. Now, what's so special about going to Seattle?
Well, you have to be nominated. Well, the process starts with you have to win in your event at the state level.
Okay, and that's been held where?
It was held in Louisville.
Okay, all right.
And Daniel has won at his bracket and age group bowling average 2 years in a row. So he's been the state champion there. Then from that process, he had to go through an interview process to see whether he was able to make the trip. And then after that, the folks from Special Olympics Kentucky selected him to be one of the 4 participants in bowling to go and represent the Commonwealth of Kentucky and Barron County, Glasgow, Kentucky, as he goes as well.
Well, that's impressive, not only because Daniel is a nice young man, but also we got the guy that's the local coordinator. You got to be proud that you've got an athlete going to the Special Olympics for the first time from here.
It is pretty amazing. It's just wonderful. I'm so proud of all of our kids. I've got 47 athletes participating in different events all throughout the course of the year. Super proud of what they accomplish and all the things that they set out after. I try not to be easy on them. I try to push them to get as much as they can.
I've seen you in action.
Well, I'm
not exactly a patsy, for sure.
I'm a little loud, I guess. But then to have one that's excelled and has an opportunity like Daniel, he's excited. He's pumped to get ready to go. They had a training camp for him a couple of months ago. Went up, took him out onto an airplane, took him through security so they could experience what that was all going to be like. And Daniel was disappointed because the plane didn't take off. But he is ready to go. That's right. He is ready to go and excited about being there. For me, you know, the opportunity to win a medal is always an impressive thing. But to say that you went and represented your community, that's pretty impressive too.
That is Daniel, graduated from Glasgow High School in 2011. He's been involved in the community, and I know he's going to be mighty proud to represent the community in Seattle.
He is.
I think the thing I always like about Daniel is that no matter where you see him, he's always yes sir and no sir.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am and no ma'am.
That is correct, and always a smile on his face.
That's a very impressive thing for any youngster. Now, let's talk about, y'all have had some fundraisers here, have you? Because there's a little bit of funding that needs to be involved here, right?
Yes, sir. It's you don't get to Seattle for free.
Right.
It took $2,500 of a local commitment to be able to do that. Special Olympics Kentucky helped out with a little portion of theirs, and then so we had to raise the balance about $2,000 in order to be able to send him to that trip. We reached out, contacted some folks here in our community, asked for people to do a little. I believe it's always a community that makes things successful. So when we reached out, we were asking people for $10 and $25 gifts to try to do a little part rather than saying, oh, we had one person dig in their pocket and do a whole lot. And our communities responded well. We're there. We can still always use a little bit of help raising money with Special Olympics. Takes us about $14,000 annually to do what we do, and our community has jumped to the cause in most occasions and helped us through with that. And again, as the program goes, not too very long ago we were active with 18 participants, and we're up to 47. And it's exciting to see the program grow.
It's very impressive. You know, folks don't realize how important Special Olympics are for this community. Y'all don't get out there and scream and yell and scream. You're just here doing the job. And it's wonderful when the community can step up and make a difference.
Yes,
I did a little thing. This actor, Tay Diggs, is going to be the MC.
Yes, sir.
And also, I'll tell you who else is going to be in the opening ceremony. I did some research. Charlie Puth is going to be singing. Daniel ought to be pumped up to have Charlie Puth there. They
do a really good show, and it is going to be the opening ceremony is going to be broadcast live on ESPN. Okay. So Sunday afternoon, 2:30 time here, the 1st of July. That'll be broadcast, and you know, a lot of times you turn into events like the Olympics, and it's like, well, I don't really know anybody. You might turn in this time and get a glimpse of somebody you'll know.
You'll see that smile. Well, James, I appreciate you coming by and letting us do a little spotlight here on local Special Olympics and the fact that history is going to be made. Our first participant to ever go to the National Olympics, and he's going in bowling, in several different categories of bowling. So back here at home, he also participates in softball, track and field, and basketball.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
He is an athlete.
He is.
Anything else we need to say before we wrap this up?
Again, just thanks to our community. Thank you for having us here,
Yes,
but thank you for our community for jumping in and helping us out. And if you know folks that ought to be involved in Special Olympics, please send them our way. We'd love to have them.
And we appreciate how it's impressive how serious you take this and how wonderful a job you do, James.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you for being with us today. Our top story with James Cheeley. I'm Henry Roy.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry do.
In more local news, to wrap up this session, the most recent session of the Barron County Grand Jury, 48-year-old Kimberly Shepard of Edmonton, 30-year-old Brittany Bennett of Edmonton were included on a single indictment. Each were charged with one count of theft by unlawful taking. 18-year-old Casey Lee Hatcher of Glasgow was indicted on a total of 6 counts, 2 counts of assault third, 1 count of assault fourth, resisting arrest, menacing, and disorderly conduct. 27-year-old Dominique Carby, 46-year-old Richard Yop, and 47-year-old Christine Yop, all of Louisville, were included on a single indictment. Each were indicted on 1 count of trafficking in meth. Additionally, Carby was charged with no license and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. 23-year-old Shaquille Cleon Jordan of Munfordville was indicted on 3 counts, possession of a controlled substance, possession of synthetic drugs, and drug paraphernalia. And included on a single indictment, 40-year-old Billy Dwayne Butler, 26-year-old Brett Owen Brown of Edmonton. Each were indicted on manufacturing meth and drug paraphernalia. Remember, in indictments and accusation only, all individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. And here's Glasgow Barron County Chamber Executive Vice President Ernie Myers.
Okay, guys, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on this Monday, June the 25th, with the Chamber of Commerce. At 11 o'clock this morning, we have a ribbon cutting set for a new pharmacy in town. That's Town and Country Pharmacy, located at 742 East Main Street. That's East Main Shopping Center, right next door to Alchin's. Johnny Paul Nixon and his crew will be there to welcome us. 11 o'clock is the ribbon cutting, new pharmacy in town. Come out and congratulate them for their new business here in Glasgow. Then, 5 o'clock this afternoon, another ribbon cutting will take place for the annual Barron County Fair. The Barron County Fair is held at the Temple Hill Fairgrounds. Obviously, that's just outside of Temple Hill, so on Highway 63. Come on out, enjoy the festivities, and let's cut the ribbon and congratulate the Temple Hill Lions Club for their hard work in putting on the Barron County Fair. They've done it for quite a few years now, and we appreciate their hard work in continuing that tradition. So that's what's going on with the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce. We're working together, building a better community.
And this week's Pet of the Week at Brawa is Kirby. Kirby's a 6-month-old retriever mix. He's very active and likes to run and play in the yard. He also loves to play with his buddies. Stop by Brawa anytime. Connie Greer says you can come by during normal business hours for a meet and greet with Kirby. You can also call the shelter 651-7297. Greer says that if adoption isn't an option for you, volunteering can also be very rewarding. Every homeless animal at Brawa just needs a little extra love. She says, as always, have your pets spayed or neutered. And the Glasgow City Council will meet tonight in regular session, 7 o'clock in the City Council chambers in downtown Glasgow. Included on tonight's council agenda, the council will recognize Glasgow Police Captain Jennifer Arbogast for graduation from the FBI National Academy. The council will also hear from April Russell, the city's grant writer, who will give a project update on the GRW TAP Grant Phase 1 at Gorin Park. Council is also expected to approve the ordinance that will officially adopt the City of Glasgow's annual budget for the fiscal year 18 through 19. Council is also expected to approve several appointments and reappointments to various boards and commissions. Again, Glasgow City Council meeting will begin at 7 o'clock tonight in the City Council chambers in downtown Glasgow. You can catch the live stream online, WCLUradio.com, watch WCLU.com, as well as WCLU Radio's Facebook page. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 7:25 a.m., 71 degrees.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness.
Those are the words of the great 19th century playwright Oscar Wilde, and those words are still true as it relates to where you fill your prescriptions, get fit for medical devices, and purchase gifts for holidays and special occasions. I'm Robert Oliver, pharmacist and owner of the Glasgow Prescription Center in the Southgate Plaza, and I proudly and unapologetically would like to state that there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center. Growing up in this community, I've seen many pharmacists come and go, and being active and serving in our Chamber of Commerce, I can also say proudly that I believe our future is bright. That's why I've invested in having the best facilities and continue to invest in having a staff that represents the quality of service Glasgow Prescription Center has strived for since 1970 and continues to deliver today. So as the decades pass and the landscape of our community changes, you can guarantee there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center, and while we are subject to imitation, you'll never find a duplication of our commitment to you and our hometown.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jerry Bloom. Hundreds of fish are dead after bourbon and brandy from a distillery warehouse collapse leaked into nearby streams. Kentucky's Department of Environmental Protection says not all of the 9,000 barrels that rolled out from the warehouse leaked. Officials say about 800 fish were killed after Friday's incident. The Nelson County Fire and Rescue Chief said crews were able to catch some of the leaking alcohol before it ran downhill into the stream, but it flowed for more than 3 hours before it was controlled. No one knows what online sales taxes could be worth to Kentucky, but lawmakers in Frankfort are ready to start collecting them. State Senator Dorsey Ridley said that the internet has taken money from the state's small business owners. Ridley is one of many lawmakers who say the decision from the Supreme Court to allow states to collect online sales taxes levels the playing field. A GAO report says Kentucky stands to collect between $93 and $140 million a year from online shoppers. A highly decorated Kentucky soldier will be posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor during the White House ceremony on Tuesday for heroic actions in Europe during World War II. Tom Lakedeck has more.
Garland Connor, who died in 1998 in Albany at the age of 79, will be recognized for bravery while a first lieutenant in 1945. The Army says he voluntarily left his position of relative safety to place himself in a better position to direct artillery fire onto the assaulting enemy infantry and armor. For 3 hours, he remained in an exposed and dangerous position despite the enemy closing to within 5 yards of his position. His actions, they say, repelled the enemy forces. The medal will be presented to his widow, Pauline. I'm Tom Latek.
And I'm Jerry Bloom.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay, make payments directly from your smartphone, and People Pay, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet to learn more at ctbi.com. That's ctbi.com.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fun summer vibes at the Kentucky State Fair, August 16th through the 26th. Hear all your favorite tunes at the Texas Roadhouse Concert Series in the new Bluegrass Village. 11 nights, 26 bands, all free. And that's just the beginning. The Kentucky State Fair has thrilling rides, mouth-watering food, the World's Championship Horse Show, and much more. For tickets and info, visit kystatefair.org today. The Kentucky State Fair, presented by Rallies.
Bring back those summer vibes.
Ugh. I was about to pull my own hair out. I've been driving around for the last hour trying to find a place for me and my kids to get our hair cut on a Saturday morning. I know, good luck, right? Well, don't pull your hair out. Stop in and see our friends down at Heritage 76 Barbershop today. Heritage 76 Barbershop is located right on the Glasgow Square, so it's not difficult to find, so there won't be any driving around looking for a place. You can go right next to the Plaza Theater. You'll see the barber pole right out front. You can stop in and see David, Anthony, and Cody, who have more than 50 years of combined barbershop experience. No problems if you want to stop in on a Saturday Saturday as well. They're open from 8 to 3, and you can make an appointment if you want to schedule your time, or you can just show up and walk in with the kids. Either way, you're going to lean back in a professional environment with a big screen TV and 3 barbers who can carry on a conversation and cut hair. Stop in and see Heritage 76 Barbershop, or visit our website, heritage76barbershop.com. Call for an appointment or stop in, but whatever you do, don't pull your hair out driving around on another Saturday. See Heritage 76 Barbershop.
Fun summer vibes at the Kentucky State Fair, August 16th through the 26th. Hear all your favorite tunes at the Texas Roadhouse Concert Series in the new Bluegrass Village. 11 nights, 26 bands, all free. And that's just the beginning. The Kentucky State Fair has thrilling rides, mouth-watering food, the World's Championship Horse Show, and much more. For tickets and info, visit kystatefair.org today. The Kentucky State Fair, presented by Rallies.
Bring back those summer vibes.
Weekends were for watching races with my dad. The squeal of the tires, the roar of the engines, the cheers of the fans. Creating a tradition. But we all grow up. We can't stay young forever. Our traditions carry over, and some things never change.
On the weekends, I watch racing with my dad.
Start your tradition at Kentucky Speedway, where kids' tickets are only $10 for the Quaker State 400 on July 14th. Call 859-578-2300 or visit KentuckySpeedway.com.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We've been married 38 years. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We play golf and we travel, but we also decided we were going to give to and volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
I do the nursing at the clinic.
I work the front office, checking in patients, greeting them, making them feel comfortable.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places, the places that need it most and implement it best.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement too.
We even get a few blessed shoes. It's incredible.
We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic, so we don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org, brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
What would happen if you didn't follow the established path? If you did the unexpected? Would you feel scared? Proud? Relieved? Could you explain that helping the people of Peru improve their own community would also have an effect on your own? Or assisting an entrepreneur in Ukraine to launch her small business? Or creating a support group in Malawi for children orphaned by AIDS? What if you established your own path? One that others might follow? Would you rather make your own way? Or spend your life saying, what if? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. To find out more, call 1-800-424-8580 or go to peacecorps.gov.
7:33 WCLU, waking up with 73 degrees, some rain falling in downtown Glasgow as we checked in with Jeff Eno, who's working at the Weather Channel. But the thunderstorm activity, let's go ahead and look at the constant coverage of studio radar screen, Aaron, to show that there's a bunch of thunderstorm activity around Madisonville, southeast down toward Hopkinsville. This is all kind of knocking on the door right here, and actually some shower thunderstorm activity in Barron County this morning, and there's a couple of areas right to the south of the Louisville-Cumberland Parkway, where there's some pretty good little thunder booming out there as well. And we're going to add to our already 0.8 of an inch of rain that we have had in the overnight. Looks like the flash flood warnings continue down at several of them down around Paducah. Down around Paducah, there is some severe, actually some flash flood warnings is what the word is I'm trying to say. I'm trying to zoom in on a little bit more information right here for you. But what thunderstorm activity we see in Kentucky is fairly intense, from Owensboro down to Madisonville down to Hopkinsville, and then some lighter showers in the Morgantown area, Ohio County, Butler County, and let's just be aware of that. drive with caution. Raindrops on our street cam here in downtown Glasgow, so let's be aware of that as well. 73 degrees.
When roles reverse in your later years, when child becomes caretaker.
Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end.
I spend all this time coming up with a place to get it done, and you put it all on you when Ralphie's Fun Center is the place that can get it all done. They want you to put it all on them, and they have a lot of fun and games and so many other fun things. Some great escape room challenges that are coming up real soon too, so be looking for that as we move forward here in the upcoming several days here. I've got birthdays to tell you about today. Let me get the music going, the birthday music. Here we are. Where are we going? There it is. Birthdays. For Raymond Slaughter. Now, Raymond, your wife called up to wish you a happy birthday today, sir. Callie Jo Hurt is turning 9. Bentley Bray is 8. Lori Ritchie. Carolyn Shirley. Marjorie Davidson is 80 today. Danny Pettigo is 50. Rita Beth Emmett is 3. Elizabeth Bell Taylor with a birthday. Spencer Steenbergen. Betty Faye Coomer. Elaine Wade. Judy High, all with birthdays today. One anniversary, that is for Angela and Sean Hayden. Angela and Sean Hayden, happy anniversary to the Haydens. Who's going to win the birthday cake from Dairy Queen? Well, we're going to find out next hour. And if you've got somebody in your family who's celebrating a birthday or anniversary, we need their name in here at 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online here from WCLUradio.com. We'll take care of business there. Don't forget, it's Bobby Key Day on the radio. If you happen to see Bobby Key around town today, you be sure to pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from his friends here at WCLU. And a little taste of Texas. We've already had one winner today of tickets to Beach Bend Park. You never know when we're going to slip up and give you a chance to win another pair. But Retha Bird's just feeling lucky today. She won a pair today, and I suspect there's somebody else going to have the chance to win some today, too.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty-Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting.
What about that rain on the front screen out there? Looks like rain is continuing to fall. I got to find where Aaron's microphone is, because I'm going to do the Tidbit News, Aaron, wherever I put the little clicker here, okay?
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
From around the world and up the street is Tidbit News as we move forward here today, sir. I've got 3 stories here that I'm going to share with you that actually...
Can I say something real quick?
Okay.
You know, it's Monday.
Okay,
and a lot of people are not fans of Monday.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like, but a lot of times I think that your attitude when you start the day out will dictate how your day goes.
Okay.
So I just saw a man walking.
Yeah.
And it's pouring down rain.
Yeah.
And he had the biggest grin on his face.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you, if you can grin when you're walking on a Monday morning in the rain, dude, I'm telling you, that is the way we all should be.
We should, and the thing is, we're all sort of missing rain, so I guess maybe he's happy that it's raining.
I think he's just happy in general.
Yeah, well, that's good. We really need to see more people like that.
I know, that's right.
And talk to more people like that.
I mean, you find what you look for, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's right. So maybe we can find some more before the morning's over with.
A wise man named Cowboy once told me that if crap's all you look for, then crap's all you find.
Well, that's right. That's the way you look at it.
Absolutely.
All right, I got 3 stories here that, actually, Tidbit News was really weird today.
That's my favorite kind.
There's not much of stuff going on out there, so I'm just going to read.
Hold up real quick. Aaron, what is that look on your face?
Sorry, I'm determined. I'm fixing the weather radar. It's not working. It's not.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
It rained. Finally rains, and the radar doesn't work.
Oh my gosh, I want that in a meme.
The constant coverage in studio radar screen is now not so constant.
How did we know it was raining then?
I guess we looked at the roof cam.
Okay.
All I know.
It's making me mad. I'm sorry.
I want that in a meme. Okay.
All right, these are things that I'm stepping over the line a little bit here, right? Because
I love it already.
The choices of Tidbit News were pretty basically pitiful today, and I looked everywhere. But I'm just going to, these are 3 stories I'm going to pass along that are all a part of something that I just don't think it's fair, okay?
Okay.
So nobody necessarily cares what my opinion is, but I'm going to explain that.
Okay.
We have the world's ugliest dog, which I don't think is fair. A 9-year-old English bulldog named Jaja has the dubious honor. She has won the 2018 World's Ugliest Dog contest over the weekend, but she did earn $1,500 for her owner, Megan Brainerd of Minnesota.
Okay, Henry, I have to step in here. That is so fair. That is the ugliest dog I've ever seen.
Yeah, but the thing is, the contest is famous for red carpet evaluation, where dogs with hairless bodies and lolling tongues and other odd features flaunt their imperfections. Last year's winner was a 125-pound gentle giant named Martha. So this year it's a 9-year-old English bulldog named Jaja.
Which is ugly.
It might be ugly, but hey, my philosophy is don't make fun of me for something that I can't help.
They could have kept that dog at home. They could have helped that.
All right. That's one thing that's not fair. Another thing that's not fair, I saw this story out of Chicago. A division of the American Library Association has voted to remove Laura Ingalls Wilder's name from a major children's book award over concerns with how the early to mid-20th century author portrayed blacks and Native Americans. The Association for Library Science, the Children's Board, made the unanimous decision Saturday at a meeting in New Orleans. So they're changing all this based on the fact that we do have a better opinion on things these days than we did back then.
Right.
But just to, in other words, you're talking about 2 different days and times.
Right.
And so they're changing the name for just because of the way it was. The first award was given back in 1954. And I think there is a reason to change these things, but you don't take it away just because it's a popular thing to do.
I don't know. I think maybe reinvent it. How's that?
Possibly. And finally, and
tell me you're going to do the live worm story.
You're going to no, I saw that picture too. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this one just because I feel bad. This one makes no sense.
Okay.
People have been flooding to a restaurant in Swedensboro, New Jersey, with angry calls and negative reviews ever since White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders was told to leave the Red Hen restaurant. But what they did was they went to the wrong Red Hen restaurant. Restaurant managing partner Elizabeth Pope tells the Philadelphia Inquirer that the New Jersey eatery has received 600 phone calls from people mistaking it with another similarly named restaurant in Virginia. The owner of the Red Hen in Lexington, Virginia, asked Sanders to leave the restaurant Friday, citing concerns of their employees. Pope says people have threatened the Swedesboro restaurant and staff, prompting the restaurant to proclaim its lack of affiliation with the Virginia restaurant. So here we have, Ms. Sanders, who is a paid employee, a hired employee. She works every day, and she gets paid to do it. And then her friend said, "Let's go out to eat somewhere tonight. You want to?" Hey, what about the Red Hen?
They won't go back there.
No.
And so then, for some strange reason, they ask her to leave.
I don't get that.
I mean, it's
I
like,
heard that all weekend about that. I don't get that one bit.
Well, the Red Hen is getting millions of dollars worth of free advertising.
Yeah.
The right one and the wrong one.
Yeah. Seriously. And you really don't want to do the worm in the face story?
Well, I mean, you do it, okay? It's really just kind of weird.
It is so weird. Okay, let me pull this back up here because I saw this. Okay, I can't find it now. Wait a minute.
Well,
No, that's good.
No, it's not good. Hold up. So this lady, I can't even find it now. She has like this knot that came up on her face, and she goes to the doctor, and it is an actual worm.
Oh.
That is, here we go. Doctors remove a live worm crawling under a woman's face. You ready?
No.
Hold up. This is the best. This is the best part here. Let me get this ready. I'm sorry. I'm getting way too much joy out of this right here. Okay. So it says.
You think it's raining in the newsroom or something?
I'm saying, no, I love it. Okay, ready? It says here, a Russian woman was bugged by a strange lump on her face. Even more shocked to discover a live worm. The New England Journal of Medicine, this in the Weekly World News, folks, said the 32-year-old woman first noticed the strange nodules below her left eye, later moved above her eye, then down to her upper lip. She told doctors the nodules appeared after she visited a rural area around Moscow where she got a bunch of mosquito bites, right? The nodules caused occasional itching and burning, but said that was the only symptoms. Doctors quickly identified the suspect, a long parasitic roundworm. Okay? Oh, gosh. They removed the squirming lump from the woman's face using a local anesthetic and a pair of forceps. Are you ready? She said it could have been worse.
Could have been a snake. I don't know.
In 20% of these cases, the worms can move considerable distances, such as from the upper eye to the buttocks.
That is considerable distance.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, something starts moving like that, I'm not going to let it get that far.
No.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's a worm in between your skin and your, whatever you call the inside of your mouth.
I'm trying to tell you why on earth would she let it, would people let it move that far?
Well, of course, the obvious question when you see that is, how'd that happen?
I'm saying, dude, what kind of mosquitoes do they have over there?
I don't think they know too much about it.
Lord help us all, that's all I know.
So that's what we have. Tidbit news, the worm and...
The lady was bugged.
And the lady was bugged. Anyway, and also, we just need to be fair. The poor little dog can't help what it looks like.
The dog's... Hey, the owner could have kept it at home.
Or could have kept it...
Get that tongue clipped. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. Yes, It's a, but I bet it's a sweet dog.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go again. It's sweet.
All right.
Sweet means ugly.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you looking for your dream home or perhaps dreaming of your first home? Then come see me, Gay Parker at Citizens First Bank. As a KHC top lender for 2 consecutive years, I specialize in government and conventional home loans. For 37 years, I have helped the homeowners of South Central Kentucky. Now, let me help you. Stop in at our West Cherry branch in Glasgow or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Finance your dreams with Citizens First Bank.
Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Good morning, friends. I hear a lot said in today's society about people having become more progressive and our society becoming more open-minded. Liberalism is touted as the so-called cure for all the supposed ills of conservatism. I'm not really sure how one should define either liberal or conservative. In fact, I'm not sure that those who use such labels can clearly define them either. But I do know this. The way of Jesus is the only way, His truth as revealed and lived by Jesus is the only truth, and the life of Jesus is the only hope of any society. If one is more lenient than Jesus, then that person or idea is wrong. If one is more restrictive than Jesus, then that individual or thought is wrong. So as far as progressive goes, one needs to be careful. It appears to me that much thinking and action has rushed so far ahead that it has left righteousness and common sense behind. Many of those who claim to be so open-minded may have become so open-minded that it seems that much of their brain may have fallen out. On the other hand, so much of what is called conservative is in fact radical anger expressed by the spewing forth of venomous and mindless thinking. Brethren, friends, what are we doing? What we have now in so many cases is the blind leading the blind. This has been Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Are you looking for a new career or maybe just part-time work? Ahead Staffing in Glasgow and Bowling Green can help make that happen. They're now taking applications for immediate job openings in the manufacturing and food production industry with competitive pay and benefits. The job market is in high demand for new employees, so whether you're looking for a full-time or part-time job, go see Ahead Staffing in Glasgow or Bowling Green and get started on a path to your own fulfilling career. You must be able to pass a drug test and you will be subject to a background check. Call 270-904-3777 in Bowling Green or in Glasgow, call 270-361-5119 to learn more. Or you can always go to aheadstaffingbg.com. With so many opportunities available, see why Ahead Staffing is the place so many in Southern Kentucky have chosen to help find the right job for them. And don't forget to visit aheadstaffingbg.com. Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
I am loaded.
Are you crazy, chicken?
No, I'm loaded with sauteed mushrooms, bacon, green onions, and a blend of cheeses. And have you met my girlfriend, Hawaiian Chicken?
Aloha.
And this is my old buddy, the deluxe grilled chicken sandwich. He's big and bad on the outside, but tender on the inside with Swiss cheese and bacon strips.
Take your pick at Colton Steakhouse and Grill, serving Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake. And chicken, too.
Well, let's see here. 753 WCLU. I'm looking at the constant coverage and studio radar screen, and if you're driving on the Louisville-Cumberland Parkway, you're going to be seeing shower and thunderstorm activity through about most of Metcalfe County. It seems to taper off when you get into Adair County headed east. Northbound on I-65, a thunderstorm on the Barron County-Hart County line. That's causing traffic to move a little slow up on I-65 in both directions. And headed south into Nashville, there's not much happening at all. And on the Martha Lane Collins Bluegrass Parkway, there's some thunderstorm activity as you head east toward Lexington. It'll take you all the way through to about the Frankfort exit there. So a messy drive today. Let's just be careful and to get where we need to be safely. Here's Alessia Cara and Maren Morris.
Take a seat right over there, sat on the step.